Hi, my name is Scott Anderson, and you've reached my extended review. Today I kind of want to talk about a couple things. First, I'm a huge fan of Anker. Absolutely adore Anker. It's a great product company. This is a USB-C charger, but I also have a double USB electrical charger, and I have this, which is a single USB-C charger. Nice plug there. But the point being, you'll notice they're all stacked there on my desk because I'm getting rid of them. I now use this, which is an Anker USB charger. You'll notice it has 5 of the 6 ports. I haven't gotten the 6th port yet, but that is the device I use for charging. And that's got for my phone, for my glasses, for my other phone, blah, 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 for my iPad, all of that stuff goes around there. And I'm going to come over here, and I apologize for the movement because, as you know, shaky cam isn't good, but I'll show you that I have another 2 more Anker devices here for USB-C charging that I use to charge USB-C. I have one over here that I use, and again, this one I use predominantly. And again, you can see it's an Anker. I use predominantly to charge devices, but I have it easily gotten to, easily moved. I have the wonderful, and this is my very favorite Anker product they've ever done. This is the USB charging base, which is awesome, but it also comes with this, which is a battery. And I'll tell you what I love about this. This is a screen. This right here is a screen, and it lights up and tells you what percentage it is. You'll notice it has USB and USB-C on the top, but it'll tell you right away where you are. There's the power, a wonderful device, and it goes with the base. And then this is a magnetic charger for phones. Also, as you can see from Anker. So I'm a big Anker user, right? This one also has a screen, so it tells you where it is in the charging process. But as you can see, I mean, I've got a lot of the Anker chargers, and I really, really love Anker chargers. Now, Anker is a good company. They're a Chinese company, which is okay. It's not a negative thing to be a Chinese company, but the reality is that Anker actually built a 3D printer under the moniker Anker Make. Here's one more USB. I got a lot of those. I'm going to put them all in a single, easy-to-grab place so I can use them later. But Anker had a 3D printer. The 3D printer was horrible. Anker Make M5. It was just loaded with problems. They really failed miserably in the 3D printer world, which is sad, because they're a great power company and they're a great USB-C company. And I've got them all over my office area because they just help me consolidate and get down to a single number of plugs rather than having 15, 16, 17. I've actually got one way back there. I don't think you can see it, but right next to the power strip, there's another Anker that I use for the robots that I have stored under the desk. But the point being, absolutely love the Anker Make products. They do a really good job. But the reality is, for me, as a 3D printing company, they failed miserably. Now, I supported them on Kickstarter because of the phenomenal power structure that they have in terms of everything that they do. But, obviously it was a mistake. And it's one that I moved on from. I ended up having to actually have them, under warranty, ship me 5 different versions of the printer. It would print for 2-3 weeks and then stop, and it would never print again. And they kept, sending me to do this, take this apart, add this part, blah, blah, blah. And it ended up being so frustrating that I shipped it back. Anyway, if you are looking for a USB charging device, I strongly recommend the Anker products. They're amazing.